Hello there, my friends. This is Kathi Randall. I wanted to just hop on here super quick and give you a few tips on how different ways to use your oils. So we talk about using oils three ways. We either use them topically on our skin, aromatically in the air through a diffuser, or through just placing them in your hands and breathing them in. And then the third way is internally. And so what I wanted to do was show you a few tools for if you were going to use them this way. So number one, this is one of my favorite oils. I don't know if you got this in your kits. Some of you bought different kits. But this one's called Balance. And this is filled with, I have this probably in my purse, in my work bag next to my desk, as you can see, but Balance. It's a mixture of frankincense and some relaxing tree oils, and I absolutely love this. So I put it in my hand, I rub it together, I just breathe it in, and then I rub it across the back of my neck. So that's how I usually use Balance. And you can apply it if you have diffuser jewelry like we made at the one conference. Some of you have those necklaces. A few drops of this is really nice. You can just rub it right on there. So aromatically. The other place you could put this is in your diffuser. So you could start with 1 or 2 drops in your diffuser, depending on how big the room is, how much you love the smell. You can just start with a couple drops and then work up to, sometimes I do as many as 5 drops or 6 drops total. If I'm gonna mix it, then I try to just equally distribute. Maybe 2 drops of one thing, like 2 drops of wild orange, 2 drops of citrus bliss, 2 drops of peppermint or something like that. So up to 6 drops, but kind of a mixture, and I kind of do them evenly. So that's aromatically. Then if you're going to be using it topically, I think I sent all of you little bottles of, like this, roller bottles that are empty, and they have these little tops for them. So kind of like the old school lip balms. But basically you can put your oil in here, drop, 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 maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 20 drops. This is probably 10 milliliters. So 5 mils is about 80 drops. So this is about 160 drops to fill this all the way up. So if you put 20 or 30 drops in here, it's only going to go a little part way. And then you want to top it off with something like this, which is coconut oil. So fractionated coconut oil is different than the coconut oil we cook with. Fractionated means that the molecules have been broken so that they are liquid at room temperature. But you could also use olive oil or jojoba oil or almond oil or whatever other nut oil or vegetable oil you have in the house. So roller bottles are great. And what I love about them is that first off, you can spread your oils over a larger area. So I can rub them over a larger area. The other thing is that it extends the life or the length of time that your bottle is good for. So if you use this straight up, you'll go through it fast, kind of fast. I don't know, a few months. But if you put a few drops and then dilute it, it'll last even longer. So it's a way to kind of extend the life of your oils. The other thing is that by diluting your essential oils in a carrier oil, so a lipid based, so something like this, essential oils don't have any fat in them. So you want to mix them with a lipid, and that gives them, they're lipophilic, so they love to be mixed with oils. Fatty oils, so lipid-based oils. Essential oils, no lipids. So lipophilic. So you mix them together, and then they make an emulsion, kind of mix them up, and then you can actually put them on your skin, and it's going to actually hold the essential oil on your skin longer. It won't evaporate off, so it kind of encapsulates it. And so when we take our oils out of the bottle and they go in our skin really quickly, that smell that you smell, we call that flash off. So it's just the essential oils are flashing off into the environment. They're volatile. But when you put them in a fixed oil, a lipid-based fixed oil, you're going to extend their distribution time. So when you put it on your skin, you can extend that. It's almost like an extended release that way. So you can have that, that benefit. The other thing is that it dilutes the oil so that if your skin is sensitive, then you're just gonna not have any sensitivity issues that way, which is really nice. So things that are spicy, maybe On Guard or Breathe with the peppermint, some people find those spicy and that they're might be sensitizing to their skin. So by diluting that, or if you're using them on small people, or old people. So small people or old people who have more sensitive skin, diluting the oils out is great. 1 or 2 drops once or twice a day is really all you need. So you do not need a massive amount of oils, and 1 drop is almost always too much anyways. So diluting it makes perfect sense. So I wanted to be sure that I showed you how to use roller bottles and why I like to use a fixed carrier oil for dilution, for distribution, and for extended release. Those would be the 3 reasons that I love them. And then the third tool are these things, veggie caps. So these are just empty veggie-based capsules. I don't know if you can see them. And then you just open them up. And I don't oftentimes use these, but they're a great tool to have around just in case. Maybe I feel like I might be coming down with something, or I'm traveling a lot and I'm feeling like I'm getting a sore throat. I might put a couple drops of On Guard, 1 drop of oregano, a couple drops of lemon, and then if I had it, I might even put a little bit of honey just to kind of dilute it almost, or to carry it. And then I just close it and then I take it. So you want to make this right before you use it. You don't want to make these and throw them in your bag. They will leak everywhere. It will be a big mess. So it's basically, you want to get the internal use of an oil, or internal benefit of an oil, and that's how I do it. A couple drops, pop. You can do any of the oils that are labeled for internal use. So if you got the basic top 10 starter kit, this would be things like lemon, lavender, peppermint. Those are all internal. Digest Zen, that's internal. On Guard, of course. On Guard is internal. And did I say oregano? And Melaleuca. So actually a fair number of the ones that come in the general kit are all for internal use. And they have various reasons why you might use them internally. And if you're not comfortable with taking oils internally, do not worry about it. Just use them topically. About 60% of what we put on our skin is diluted and goes in through our bloodstream anyways. So taking it internally, I usually do like a Digest Zen. Occasionally I'll take internally. As I mentioned, if I'm feeling sick, I might take a couple drops of On Guard, a drop of oregano, a couple drops of lemon, just to help boost my immune system. People take frankincense daily. They might drop it under their tongue sublingually, or they put them in a jelly cap. It just kind of depends on what you're trying to support. I always say my rule of thumb is apply the oil as close to the source as possible. So for topical use, if I have a headache and I want to use maybe lavender, peppermint, and frankincense, I might dilute it first in a little roller bottle, or I might just put 1 drop of each in my hands, and then I will just rub it. If my head is hurting here, I literally want to rub it into my fingertips and then massage it right in where it hurts. So sometimes I have TMJ headaches. I clench sometimes when I sleep. And so I'll apply it right along that muscle right here. If it's a neck ache, then I want to do it here. Like if it's one of those kind of neck ache headaches, I'll put it there. If it's an abdominal, like if I'm having a stomach ache, then I'll apply the oil topically right over that area. So one thing you want to do when you apply it topically like that is massage it in for about 30 seconds to a minute. You want to really increase that blood circulation to that area. And then you want to just keep massaging it so that it works for you. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. So I just wanted to make sure I shared that with you. So aromatically, put a drop in your hands or in your diffuser. Topically, dilute, make some roller bottles, or apply it just directly to the area that hurts. And then internally, you can put them in a jelly cap or a veggie cap, or you can just drop them in tea, water. 1 drop in about 4 ounces to 8 ounces is plenty, and usually won't be too strong, but just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. 2 other products that I think you got in your kit, Deep Blue. So Deep Blue is for pain relief, muscles, joints, pain, that kind of pain relief, but it also comes in case you have a lot of inflammation or you work out a lot. It comes in a rub, so like this is a 4-ounce rub, and it's not one that you can take internally typically. But they have made a complementary product that goes with Deep Blue for those people who want to take something for pain internally. And it's called Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. And it has things like frankincense, ginger, turmeric, all of that in a little capsule. And I like to take these for headaches, for joint pain, for working out. I broke my toe one time and I took them. Some people take one a day. Some people take them just as needed. They're just kind of, I use them as needed for myself. But anyways, I wanted to make sure that I mentioned Deep Blue and all of the family of products that come with that. So that's it for today. I just wanted to hop on here, make sure you knew the 3 ways to use your oils. What questions do you have for me? Are you using your oils yet? What have been your favorites? Can't wait to hear from you. Okay, bye.